All right, the final steps in finalizing your drone photos. What we're going to do is just finalize them in finalize them in Lightroom. Use the HDR brackets if you need to. If you don't use them. Just get your selects that represent the property and then save them. We need them in a folder. We would like for the folder to have the address's name so we know what a property goes to. In the photo files, we would like for it to always have the address of the property and then a dash Real Estate Photographer Pro, because that helps us with search engine optimization and it reminds the real estate agent who took the photos. And we want to keep telling them over and over Real Estate Photographer Pro. So if they ever come back to their photo files, they'll see who took the photos. So you run them through Lightroom, save them. Going to put them into a folder named as the property. Photo files are going to be property name with Real Estate Photographer Pro. They need to be JPEG. They need to be low res, less than 10 megapixels to go on Realtracks, a local listing service for the Middle Tennessee area. They have to be less than 10 megapixels. And we would prefer a Dropbox link so we can just export that into our delivery system. And you want to email that to support at Real Estate Photographer Pro, and she will make sure that they get to the right properties delivery system and delivered to the real estate agent. Bad weathers. We have a couple of choices. If for some reason you have bad weather issues, first thing is if you have bad weather and you end up in a position where you can take the photos, but it's hazy, it's foggy, gray clouds, we may want to send those all out to the editors and have them edited. If you think that needs to be done, just let us know and we'll send them to the editors. You can upload them to the editors and let them process. Most of the time you don't need to do that with drone photos, but sometimes it does happen where you're shooting on a cloudy, foggy day, and it would be better for the editors to edit them and do sky replacement and get them all cleaned up. And we are okay with that if that's the case. The other situation is where you cannot shoot for some reason. We can go in and provide them with, we can substitute the drone photos for satellite photos. So that's an option that we would need to, you let us know you could not shoot for some reason. Maybe it was a mechanical issue, you forgot your drone, weather would not allow you to fly. We will ask the real estate agent if we can substitute those for substitute the drone photos for satellite photos, and then I'll work up an edited set of satellite photos to replace the drone photos. The other choice is we can return, and if we're doing that for free, that I would not mention you're going to return for free, but if for some reason we have to return, we'll just do it when we're in the area again. The other option, which is kind of a fourth option here, if they have to schedule us and it's a long drive, we're going to charge, for time and travel for that. So that's a couple of different situations on step number 2. It could be a drive-by when you're in the area, or it could be a scheduled shoot where we have to pay for travel and time. Depends on the location of the property. The other option, third option, is just to refund. Maybe there's no need to really have the drone photos and they've decided they really don't need them. They need to go to market. We can just refund that. So that is the final video on drone photos. Thank you very much.